would help and make a big difference is to actually go ahead and do it and see what it looks like when you put it out on the grass. So offense with Dillon Gabriel. You can run some more of the keepers and the RPOs and the QB movement stuff that you can't really do with Joe Flacco.
Breaking news out of Cleveland. The Browns are making a quarterback change. Rookie Dillon Gabriel, the third-round pick out of Oregon, is set to start this Sunday against the Vikings. This decision comes with the Browns sitting at 1-3, and veteran Joe Flacco struggling heavily, posting just 2 touchdowns against 8 turnovers through the first 4 games. According to ESPN's Mary Kay Cabot, team sources confirm that Gabriel will get the nod, with the organization desperate to find a spark on offense. Flacco's play has been labeled broken, and statistically, he's been the league's worst in expected points added per dropback, sitting at a staggering -32. Now, all eyes shift to Gabriel, as the Browns hope their young quarterback can inject life into a season that's quickly slipping away.
Sometimes that can shake things up, wake up, your supporting cast a little bit, infuse some new life into your defense. So, yeah, I would go ahead and do it.
Mary Kay Cabot has confirmed that Dillon Gabriel will indeed be the starter against the Vikings, emphasizing that this move could allow the Browns to operate their offense more efficiently than they have so far. What makes this shift even more intriguing is the ripple effect it creates. With Gabriel stepping into the role, it puts Shadore Sanders one step closer to potentially claiming the starting quarterback position down the line. This development not only shakes up the present, but also adds an extra layer of anticipation for what could be coming next in Cleveland's quarterback room. Rizzo, meanwhile, reported that this quarterback shakeup has sparked serious debate within the Browns' ownership group itself. According to him, there's a clear divide at the top when it comes to the QB1 position. Jimmy and Andrew Haslam are reportedly in favor of moving forward with Dillon Gabriel, while D and Cab Haslam are pushing to stick with Joe Flacco. This internal split shows just how significant the decision is, as the ripple effects of the quarterback change are not only impacting the locker room, but also creating tension in the ownership ranks.
My insiders say that there's strife in the building. Tony wrote about it too today. He must have got the same stuff. But apparently it's Kev v. Andrew and Jimmy, from what I understand. Kev wants to keep Flacco. Andrew and Jimmy want the processor.
But according to Rizzo, this entire situation is a troubling sign for the Browns as a franchise. He pointed out that the most successful teams in the league usually have 1 or 2 clear decision-makers steering the ship, while in Cleveland, it seems like everyone has their own say, leading to confusion and conflict. Rizzo went as far as to say that in the middle of all this chaos, Kevin Stefanski is left with little authority, reduced to simply coaching his team on Sundays, while the bigger organizational battles play out above him.
The Browns have too many decision makers in football ops. Reaction or overreaction?
It's a reaction.
All day. Like, when are they going to learn? Too many, Chris. A lot of teams, the teams that do really well, the coach has his side and the front office has their side. On this team, it's everybody has everything going on. You understand?
Totally.
Like, everybody's in, except for Kevin. All he does is coach on Sunday.
Even with a decision in place, many analysts remain skeptical of the Browns' approach. Stephen A. Smith was outspoken, arguing that while Dillon Gabriel may be starting, the pressure surrounding Cleveland is only intensifying. With the offense still struggling and expectations mounting, Smith insisted that Shadore Sanders' time cannot be delayed any longer. In his words, the Browns simply can't afford to keep overlooking a player of Sanders' caliber. He emphasized that the combination of fan demand, media scrutiny, and the team's desperate need for a spark all point in the same direction. Eventually, the Browns will have no choice but to give Sanders his opportunity under center.
Taking all of that into consideration, that's why we know we're going to see him, because we know that pressure is mounting. The more inept they are offensively, the less of an excuse you're going to have to submerge him.
Ocho took the conversation even further, refusing to hold back his thoughts. While acknowledging the Browns' choice to hand the starting role to Dillon Gabriel, He was quick to stress that the NFL is nothing like Oregon. It's a league of seasoned veterans battling for their livelihoods, and no rookie will get an easy ride. For Ocho, this move is just another way of delaying the inevitable and sidelining Shadore Sanders. He argued that, deep down, everyone already knows who the true long-term answer at quarterback is. No matter how much attention shifts toward Gabriel, Ocho believes Sanders remains the clear and undeniable choice to guide the Browns into the future.
I mean, no disrespect to him, he's not the answer. Dillon Gabriel had success at Oregon when the lights come on, but it's a different ball game in the NFL with them grown men that got mouths to feed. Everyone should get an ample chance to win their starting position. We already know who quarterback one is going to be. We know who that's going to be. The depth chart doesn't mean anything. What they're trying to do is they're trying to break young bull. They're trying to break him.
Ocho turned up the intensity once again, this time directing his sharpest criticism straight at the Browns' ownership and front office. He openly questioned how much longer it would take for them to finally acknowledge who their true franchise quarterback is. His frustration was evident as he highlighted the endless cycle of instability Cleveland has endured, with quarterbacks constantly shuffled in and out without ever finding a real answer. To make his case even stronger, Ocho pointed back to the last time the Browns had a reliable quarterback, Bernie Kosar in the 1980s. That reference wasn't just about nostalgia. It was a harsh reminder of decades filled with bad decisions, failed scouting, and a complete inability to secure a consistent leader at the most critical position on the field.
Knowing what they're doing since that franchise has been established. Have they figured it out yet? Because the last good quarterback, no disrespect to the quarterbacks that have played for the Cleveland Browns, the last one that has been of decency has been Bernie Kosar, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's in mid-80s, though.
Mid who? Okay,
Mid-80s.
well, there you go. There you go. That's no disrespect to any of the quarterbacks that have played there, but it is what it is. We talk about consistency.
Shannon Sharpe also weighed in, taking the debate to another level. He argued that the Browns never approached drafting Shadore Sanders with the mindset of grooming him as their true franchise quarterback. Instead, Shannon suggested it felt more like a cautious gamble, a low-risk pick rather than a full commitment to a future cornerstone. He made it clear that the issue has nothing to do with Shadore's talent, which has already flashed on multiple occasions, but rather with the team's mindset. In Sharpe's view, Cleveland keeps boxing Shedeur into the role of a developmental backup instead of giving him the real chance to step up and prove he can be the leader this franchise has been waiting for.
During the 5th round, they're not expecting much of Shedeur. They didn't, because if they thought that much of him, they'd have drafted him higher. If they thought that much of him, they would have given him a fair opportunity. But that's not what...
The Cleveland Browns have officially made a move at the quarterback position, ending the Joe Flacco experiment and giving Dillon Gabriel the starting role against the Vikings. For a team sitting at 1-3 and desperate for momentum, the change represents a much-needed attempt to inject life into an offense that has been among the league's worst. Gabriel, the rookie out of Oregon, now carries the responsibility of trying to stabilize the passing game and deliver results that Flacco simply couldn't. But this decision extends far beyond the field. It also shifts the spotlight directly onto Shadore Sanders. By elevating Gabriel, the Browns have placed Shedeur one step closer to taking over as the team's starter, something many analysts and fans have been calling for since the season began. However, the move has been met with skepticism across the sports world. Analysts argue that Shedeur should have been given the nod immediately, claiming his talent, leadership, and potential far outweigh the gamble of starting another rookie. To them, bypassing Sanders once again feels like the Browns delaying the inevitable. While Gabriel may get his chance, the consensus remains clear. Cleveland's true future lies with Shadore Sanders under center. What do you think about this quarterback shakeup in Cleveland? Do you believe giving Dillon Gabriel the start was the right call? Or should the Browns have gone straight to Shadore Sanders and handed him the keys right away? Is this move a smart way to buy time, or just another delay in recognizing who the real future of this franchise is? And most importantly, how much longer do you think the Browns can keep Shedeur on the sidelines before the pressure from fans, media, and the team's struggles forces their hand? Tell your thoughts in the comments section below.